What if I told you that gambling is literally changing sports?
So whenever I say this, I mean this. The people in Vegas are the most ridiculous humans on earth.
Because of what happened with the Chiefs losing to the Raiders. How did that happen? I can't believe it.
I would not be comfortable betting the Patriots in this spot. I would bet the under, though.
In America right now, it's Christmas time, it's holiday season, and I don't want to have to cancel Christmas, which means gotta go 3-0. I'm not going back to the plasma clinic, America.
Take a look at this graph right here. It's showing the percentage of people who watch sports more when they have a bet on the game. Crazy, right? So many more people watching the game because they have a bet in it. Well, it might not be as bad as you think it might come off to be.
The patented tongue comes out just in front of that line. Look at this, the double clutch, the reach out.
And the first ball is deep into left. See you later, Alec Boe.
From 61. And he has done it again.
I've always been a fan because I have ties to my team. I grew up in the Philly area. I love the Sixers. Grew up in the Philly area. I love the Eagles. It's just how it rolls. That's what my family showed me, and that's how I became a fan of my favorite teams. But what if you didn't become a fan that way? What if that's not how you became a fan? Sports betting, as popular as it is now, is not a new concept at all. People have been betting on sports probably since the idea of sports was thought of. It could have been as simple as you in the playground with your friend, betting on your other friend to win the race. Obviously, large-scale sports betting has become more popular as time has gone on. In the following years, with casinos opening up dedicated places for people to go gamble on a game. And this would be how it would be for a while, with people having to go to casinos to go bet on a sports game. But obviously, that would all change with online sports betting.
A quarter of Americans are expected to gamble on the March Madness games, according to the American Gaming Association. Fortune awaits!
Sports betting with ads practically running on a loop on TV is now legal in 30 states.
And just one game, but don't worry. The cure is DraftKings' new Sportsbook app. You can bet on the games you want anytime you want.
Online sports betting has taken over. You can literally bet on games from your home, from your phone, on anything you want while the game is going on. And just like any other regular person, we all bet and gamble for the same reasons. It's to make that money. Who in the world doesn't like money? We all like money. And that's why sports betting is so genius. With sports being one of the most popular forms of entertainment in the world, you're bound to find people who would be willing to bet on the outcome of a game. People who don't bet on sports and choose to put their money in other places, let's say like the lottery, have way worse odds at winning that. But that's why the money is so high. Sports betting may not have the typical payout of a normal lottery. That's why the odds are typically stacked at 1 in 300 million for the lottery when you win way much more money. But sports, that's completely different. As fans, we watch every game, keep up with the highlights. It shouldn't be any big deal to bet on your favorite player trying to score 25 against a bad team. Sports betting has gotten so popular that we see sports leagues themselves, from the NBA to the NFL, promoting online sports books, dedicated TV segments, and shows to inform you of how you can bet on the next game, giving you info on how certain teams have matched up against the spread. Even the sportsbooks themselves have dedicated Instagram pages to tell you about these insane bets that people have made, winning a bunch of money. Let's take a look about how this might actually affect a regular fan though. Take a look at this graph here from CRG Global. If there's one thing that'll turn a regular fan off a game, it's a blowout. We all hate blowouts. If you have no stakes in a game, your favorite player isn't playing, or for instance, it's not a team you actively root for, almost about a quarter of fans are just going to stop watching the game. Another 40%, even up to 54% of Gen Z members are just going to stop paying attention to what's going on in general. But once you factor in having a bet on the game, the percentages of people who are going to turn it off across all age groups just drop. They keep the game on. This is because with stakes in the game, you're going to keep the game on. You're going to be more engaged. I'd argue that this increases overall fandom. Can't you imagine placing a bet on a player and that bet hits for you? You might grow to like that player because of the memory of them getting you some money. Or over time you keep watching and now you're a diehard fan of that team. You see people attending sports games in person just to maybe witness that their bet will come through for them. The numbers back it up too. You see 30% of people becoming new fans from betting. And as online sportsbooks become more accessible, with new states joining in on the gold mine that is online sports betting, betting is just going to become more and more popular than it is already. It's becoming so popular that you can even see it start to affect players. From playing sports, competitors look for motivation anywhere they can get it. From the other team coming into the game talking trash about you is one of the best forms of that. The other team coming into the game talking trash about you is one of the best forms of competitive fire that you can ever get. You want to come out and prove them wrong. But what if they didn't even have to say that?
What this team is.
Man, it feels good. You know, we came in underdogs. I'm okay with being an underdog, but man, we were like 5.5 underdogs at. So we kind of took that, you know, a little bit disrespect, you know what I mean? So
what if you got that fire just from seeing that your team was an underdog on a sports book? You see athletes say this all the time. Not only is another fan base waiting for you to fail, not only is Skip Bayless on Friday morning picking you to lose, but Vegas is also picking you to lose. Imagine the motivation in a locker room that the odds are literally guaranteeing you to lose. And we all know what the underdog mentality does. It makes winners.
Tip taken by Spades, final seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again.
And this is amazing for sports as a whole. It builds parity. It increases the attention for fans when you get to a close game and the underdog is pulling off the upset that you never thought could happen. All of this literally changes sports. It changes how the players think about the sport. It changes how the players play the sport. It changes how we talk about the sport. It changes how we watch the sport, how we engage with the sport. Betting is literally reshaping how we watch sports. And I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.